OTAs underway for the Patriots.
It's kind of getting official now. Like, you can sit here and talk about the draft and rookie minicamp and that and tryouts and all that. Now you're huddling up. Kind of getting a good peek of what you're going to be. See who's into it, see who's not. See how guys move around.
Yeah.
See how the coach moves around. You mentioned pressure. There's pressure on Gerard Mayo. I know he's a new coach, and he's going to get the leeway to sort of implement his style, his program, but you know what you're following when you take a gig. Right? Even though you're trying to distance yourself from it, which he's done a really good job of, and still be complimentary to Bill. He learned everything through Bill. But now we're going to find out what he is, and how much leeway you're giving players, because the players have talked about, coaches really allowed us to sort of be a part of it and run the team, and there's more communication, and, we feel like he's being honest with us in that. Just how many players take advantage of that, or how many players need to be coached harder? Like, you're going to have to understand that too. There's going to be a curve here for the players, because some are just motivated by guys that are ball breakers. Like I said this last week. I ran into Will Levis's dad down at the casino. And I said, ooh, tough for him for a transition, with Vrabel going out. Was he happy about that? Or no. He loves that type of coaching. Not sure how it's going to go with the new guy because, he's new. He's never done it. Really good offensive mind, but, should be helpful to a quarterback. But when you're trained and you're getting your balls broken every day, you get used to that. You need that because that's what pushes you.
All right, so you got names for us?
Yeah.
Players that should feel pressure right now. And Andrew Callahan, by the way, in the Herald, had a story on this. He names a bunch of different Patriots, and most of them are guys that I don't think I care all that much about or expect all that much from. It's guys that are trying to keep jobs in the NFL. Tyquan Thornton, Bailey Zappi.
That's go without saying.
Right? I mean, they should have pressure. Those guys stink.
No disrespect.
No.
Who's not there
all
today?
due respect.
Who's not there today?
Well, that's one that kind of sticks out to me, too. There's a few. Judon's not there today.
Mm-hmm.
Gerard Mayo said that Cole Strange is month to month. Well, that's a guy that's at the top of my list, too.
Well, he's injured, too. He's coming off
No,
injured.
but that's a guy who should be on the list because he is not someone who is projected to be a guy who's barely fighting for a job in the NFL. And I think he is. And I think there should be pressure on him, even though he's not out there. I think he belongs on this list. Yeah. I don't know that he's going to make the club.
He's been on that list. When you've drafted guards and you brought other guys in. And I've seen some of these young kids. They can play. The kid from Texas A&M can play.
Yeah.
And you already got a good one in City.
Yeah.
So he's an anchor on the right. When you draft a guy in the first round and you get the Rams sitting there, ooh, Tennessee, Chattanooga in the first round. That puts pressure on you right away.
It's a new group.
You're born with that.
New head coach, new front office in the sense. Well, they were here, but just
right.
They weren't in charge, but they were here.
Right.
They have cover to be like, nah, we don't need this guy. He's out.
Yeah.
Because the guy who's blamed for that pick is Bill, not them.
Yeah. See, Matt Judon's your best player on both sides of the ball. It is what it is. That's the guy you went and got free agency. That pressure is there for him. He's not there today. I think you could potentially see the beginning of him getting a pay raise or a bump. That's kind of the way he handles these. And he's done it in the past. Stephon Gilmore's done it in the past. That's how these guys end up getting rewarded once, he goes day to day and he's kind of out there doing some things but not everything. We've been through this before. Who do we talk about potential-wise before he got hurt down in Dallas? Christian Gonzalez. From his stature and his size and from everything that I'm hearing on this guy, he could be in one of your best young, great corners. And they've done a fantastic job replacing guys down there at the position. The ceiling is high for this guy. And when the ceiling's that high and you're a cover corner and you're a man-to-man guy, all the pressure in the world's on you. Because the deck is stacked for your schedule. We went through the schedule a week ago when it came out. You got no cupcakes. And they all got 1s, 2s, and 3s. All of them. And right out of the gate, you're playing them. You're on the road in Cincinnati. Guess who's getting Jamar Chase? Christian Gonzalez. So I start there. Number one, pressure's on Christian Gonzalez because my expectations are so high on this guy. And from what I understand, he is in phenomenal shape. I've talked to people that have watched him worked out with him. Sky's the limit for this guy. Guys that get paid, pressure's on you. Duggar's a consistent player. I want to see if he can elevate even more. You look at the way Jabril Peppers came in. It sort of took leadership of the secondary, knocking guys out. He's right there with Duggar. And that's a guy you got from the outside, sort of a veteran guy coming off injury. Duggar's been here. He got the second contract now. Let's see if he could take that next step and elevate a little bit more. McKone, you got to get through all the games, man. You're getting paid to play. That's part of the problem when we looked at Trent and the way he handled things and how he got paid and ended up getting more money. And then there's plays he took off or games he took off. Like, we can't deal with that on the offensive line. We're not good enough on offense to lose a guy or two. Like, we need somebody to be the effing anchor. David Andrews gets taken care of last week. That's good. City So's there. I think you got potential on that right side. Man, you got to figure out left, though. Like, left tackle's got added pressure as it is because we don't know who the left freaking tackle's going to be. You got the Wallace kid swinging over. It's tough going here, tough treading. You play right your whole career. Played at a high level at Penn State. Now you're swinging left. Louis Riddick likes this kid. He was tweeting about him last week. Remember his name, Wallace, because he's been watching some film on him too. So I trust Louis. He's a good talent evaluator, but we'll see what transpires are moving right to left. That's a hard thing to do.
617-779-0985. You get thoughts on this? Who faces pressure for the Patriots, not only in OTAs, minicamp, but into camp? Judon not being there is, I think the automatic question there is,
you go right to the money.
Is this the start of a holdout? Are they back in the same spot with Matthew Judon that they were in a year ago, which was fighting over money? And I got news for him.
Different negotiators now.
You got a new crew in there, and they've been very good, I think, at taking care of guys. I think they just brought David Andrews in. They realized and recognized his situation at the end of this contract and the lack of guaranteed money. They brought him in and guaranteed $8 million in money to him.
Yeah.
Right? Took care of a veteran. And I appreciate that about them. I think that's good. I think that's a guy you do want to take care of.
They know that guy. They trust that guy. Yeah.
They did not hesitate to sign back players of their own this offseason. They took care of Kyle Duggar.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
McKone gets taken care of. And so those guys were in a position where, they didn't have, in David Andrews' case, he didn't have a lot of leverage against the team, but they took care of him.
He had no leverage.
And none. The other guys did. They had free agency, and they were paid appropriately. So, all their veteran guys that they really like as part of their core got paid this offseason. Judon got paid last offseason and then got hurt.
But it's the little things like that, though. Like, even there's injuries you can't control. Judon got hurt. That's not his fault.
They accelerated money, right? So what they did was they moved money from this year into last year.
Boom.
The question is, what do you think the future is with Matthew Judon?
I think he would go wherever the money is.
No, but I mean, in terms of what do you think he is as a player at this point in his career?
I still think he's your best player on your football team. Like, you asked me, what does that mean and where does that rank him?
Would you sign him to a 3-year deal?
Okay, is he we did this, did we do this at the end of the year? Like, where do you rank him as far as defensive guys, pass rushers?
He's great. I think he's a great player.
That's part of the problem.
He's going to turn 32 years old in August. Are you signing him to a 3-year deal?
Probably. I don't think he fits the timetable for what you're building, right?
Thank you. He doesn't. And that's why I think that
stuck. He's stuck. You're stuck in the middle right now.
I keep bringing up the fact that I don't know how he is on the team if he's going to have another holdout.
Does he have them by the balls?
No, because I think they just move on.
How well defensively can they play without him? Like moving Jennings up, more Vuce, Taki. Like, I know Taki's an inside guy, but like you can move guys around.
Matthew Judon doesn't match the timeline of the build.
Can you get Mapu down in the mix? Like, can you play your front seven differently?
Let me give it to you this way. Would you sign him to a brand new 2-year deal with a bunch of guaranteed money?
2-year deal? Meaning including this year and giving him? Yeah, because I think you need him.
Do you need him as a player or do you need him as a locker room guy? Because I think he's great in the locker room. I think he's great for that person.
I think both, and you're not great on offense. Period.
You're a better team with him. That's no debate. I mean,
sure.
No one's going to debate you on that. And when he's healthy and he's out there,
here's
he's
a question.
Contributes always.
It is.
Except for the month of December. He's not. Don't expect him to go all 4 months. First 3 months though, great player.
But it's like
going to have a finish strong December for him.
That's what Brady says. You break the huddle. Am I looking at this guy or that guy? Where's 9 at? 9's left. Hey, Rita. We're moving stuff over here. Like, he's a guy when you break the huddle, you have to worry about. You worrying about Uche? No offense.
No.
Like, I'm talking like as a game. He's going to wreck our freaking play. No, he's going to find a way to get in there.
Pat should be so thankful that Uche turned down that big contract in free agency.
Pat who?
I said the Pats. Should be so thankful.
It's like Pat.
No, the Pats.
Hey, if you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand right here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.